Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm doing an update on when I broke the story. Susan broke the story this morning about the incident in Gilroy, California, at a Gilroy Garlic Festival, when a mass shooting that killed 3 people and 12 people who were injured in that mass shooting. Well, they identified a suspect, and the suspect's name is Santino William Legan, and that's according to this article comes from ABC News. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It says a 19-year-old was identified Monday as the suspect gunman in the California festival shooting that killed at least 3 people and injured more than a dozen others. Gunshots rang out Sunday just before 6 p.m. local time at a popular Gilroy Garlic Festival in the city of Gilroy, some 80 miles southeast of San Francisco. The shooter was identified as Santino William Legan, law enforcement sources confirmed to ABC News. Investigators responded to the home of Legan's father in Gilroy hours after the shooting, sources says. A 6-year-old boy was among those killed, the boy's grandmother told ABC San Francisco station KGO. He was a really happy, loving boy, Maribel Romero told KGO. I want justice for my grandson. Gilroy Police Chief Scott Smithy told reporters at the late-night press conference that officers engaged the suspected gunman with a minute of the shooting and killed him. A law enforcement official told ABC News that authorities are searching for the individual's motive in the attack. Officials were investigating whether there were multiple suspects. Santa Clara Valley Medical Center and St. Louis Regional Hospital received a total of 11 patients with gunshot wounds from the shooting, according to Joy Alexayo, a public information officer at Santa Clara Valley Health System, which both runs hospitals. One of the patients died while 3 others were treated and discharged. The conditions of the remaining patients with gunshot wounds vary from fair to serious to critical, with some undergoing surgery. 8 other patients were admitted and treated for non-gunshot injuries, Elayu told ABC News. Candice Marquez and Cheryl Lowe, who were working at a festival booth, said they heard a pop and saw a man with a gun walking towards the tent. His gun was pointed to the ground. He was trying to put another clip in it, and then he started walking to the left away from us, and he started shooting, Marquez told ABC News chief anchor George Stephanopoulos in an interview Monday on Good Morning America. Marquez said her niece was at the tent and stayed with her boss' 3-year-old son. My niece was actually a hero, Marquez said. She grabbed him and hid him under the table so he didn't get shot. Lowe told ABC News that her boss and husband were both shot and taken to the hospital. One's in stable and one's in critical condition, Lowe said. It's touch and go right now. Marquez and Lowe told ABC News that the gunman, who appeared to be alone, didn't say anything to anyone and seemed to be shooting at random. The next thing I saw, police had already shot and killed, Lowe said. Steve Janish, a chief at the festival, said he was cleaning up and getting ready to leave when the gunshot started. I heard the shots and got as many guys and got behind shelter in the alley, Janice told ABC News. I saw many people running in fear. Once we rounded everybody up out in the parking lot, we headed out per the direction of the authorities. I drove a mother and 2 daughters safely to their car. And that is the end of an article. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been dealing with mass shootings for the last couple of months. And there's no surprise there's a 19-year-old white kid, Santino William Legan. But there's no surprise, because as long as, nobody ain't gonna do anything to gun control, this is the new norm for Americans dealing with gun violence in this country. Things will never change. As long as the NRA putting monies to the politicians' pockets, there's nothing we can do. And obviously, and this isn't over. It's going to be more like this happening, because Congress are cowardly enough to even put gun reform in the House or Senate floors, respectively. So there's not a surprise here, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, and I hate to say this, it's going to continue happening until now. Whoever steps up to put gun control bill on the floor. But as long as the NRA has got them in the back pockets, nothing's going to be done. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.